Hello everyone, we are back again, with another overpowered main character anime. We anime fans love this overpoweredness, and over-the-top action. This fuels our inner child. The most common plot for overpowered main character is one where the main character is a transfer student. These students, at first glance, seem to be your regular run-in-the-mill student. But once they get into action, you can't imagine their power level. You could say once in a fight, their power level becomes over 9,000. A transfer student's newness makes them stand out at the start, and their skills and talent help them make a name for themselves. They exceed the expectations of their classmates and their teachers. This trope of being overpowered is not a new concept, but it is an acceptable one. The simple reason is no matter how mainstream it gets, it's a concept that we love. That is why the number of anime that utilize this plot is innumerable. It can be a tedious task finding the actually good ones. Among all those overpowered transfer students, the best 10 anime that feature these characters are as follows. Before we start, be sure you subscribe our channel and press the bell icon, so that you will get notifications of new videos. Number 10. Noblesse. Based on a webtoon, this anime is one that didn't flop as everyone expected. The story revolves around Rai, also known as the Noblesse Cadus et Trama di Rizal. He is a transfer student of the school Yeran High, where he stays under the disguise of a student to hide from the Union, which is a mysterious organization. To blend in, Rai tries his utmost to act as a high school student, and acquaints himself with the classmate. But things don't go as planned, for Union took notice of Rai, and abducted those who were close to him. During the rescue, M21, one of the Rouge Union agents, joins Yeran High security staff. This further complicates Rai's wish to stay hidden. Now Rai has to avoid the Union, who is in a constant manhunt for Agent M21, and protect the ones dear to him. Number 9. The Asterisk War. Unbroken, an unprecedented calamity, changed the world a century back. This changed the power level that the existing nation held, causing the formation of the Integrated Empire Foundation. Moreover, the Unbroken caused the rise of Genestella, a new breed of humans, who are capable of phenomenal physical capabilities. The elites among them are handpicked to attend the 6 top schools. Now that doesn't seem that much of a problem till you introduce the concept of the schools dueling among themselves in a tournament-style battle called Festers. Ayato Amagiri is a student who is transferred to one such academy, and with a scholarship nonetheless. The school he is transferred to is one that has been performing poorly in the recent Festers, and they brought in Ayato in hopes of changing it. But little do they know that Ayato has no interest in the tournament, but wants to find his missing sister. Number 8. Tenjo. High school. It is the representation of a new start. A start where you can make a new life. But for Suichiro Nagi and Bob Makihara, this is not the case. For them, high school is the stepping stone towards becoming the top fighter within the entire student body. But the problem is Tudo Academy is not your regular old school. This is a school that aims to revive the lost martial arts in Japan. Due to this, Suichiro's dream to become the top dog becomes one that can't be achieved easily. The upperclassmen easily crush the dream of the duo. But this doesn't stop the duo, but instead makes them that much more enthusiastic in fulfilling their dream. Will the duo be able to overcome their limits and beat their upperclassmen? You will have to watch this anime to find out. Number 7. Unbreakable Machine Doll. The Walpurgis Royal Academy is like the Mecca for those who call themselves puppeteers. These puppeteers are tasked to control automatons, which are developed using machinery. Each of the automatons are developed via magic and engineering, and each of them possesses immense power. So much so that the puppeteers are tasked to join the military to incorporate Machinat into the armies. After failing in the entrance exam for the academy, Raishin Akabane and his humanoid automaton Yaya now have to climb their way to the top. They must do so to take part in the event known as the Evening Party, a showdown between powerful puppeteers and their automatons. The winner of the showdown will be bestowed with the title of Wise Man, and will also be granted access to the Forbidden Arts, which is the true aim of Raishin. Number 6. Trinity 7. The destruction of Arataka town was inevitable when the bright red sun, which was bright, stopped shining. This triggered the breakdown phenomenon. But all hope wasn't lost, as the world was reconstructed with the help of Hijiri Kashuga, Arata's childhood friend. Arata utilized the magical grimoire, which he acquired from Hijiri, to investigate such a strange phenomenon. Arata enrolls in the secret magic school called Royal Biblia Academy. In this school, he encounters 6 other magic users. Together with them, he forms the Trinity 7, a group of elites who hold exceptional skill and power. With the help of his group, Arata now sets on a mission to protect his hometown, while trying to find a way to bring back his childhood best friend. Number 5. World Trigger. Gate, a pathway to another world. This is not a new concept, but several of such gates started appearing on various spots on Earth. Makido City was no exception. The only difference between the regular isekai gates and this one is that this one brings in destructive beasts known as neighbors. Due to their destructive potential, humans grouped together to form the Border Defense Agency and used triggers to defeat the neighbors. Osamu Mikumo is one such trigger user, and a high school student nonetheless. But he is not the main character, because the main character is the transfer student Yuma Koga, a short boy with no prominent external features. But when the school was in a bind due to a sudden neighbor attack, he showed his ability as a trigger user. The best thing is, he is not even a registered trigger user of the Border Defense Agency. Number 4. Food Wars. Now, before you start writing about how there is an overpowered main character in this anime, hear me out. Overpoweredness doesn't necessarily mean the main character is super strong in fights. It simply means someone who can defeat the best of the best with their skills and abilities. And in my opinion, Soma Yakihira satisfies all those conditions. Soma is a 15-year-old, and he loves cooking. For that, he joins the Tutsuki Culinary Academy to better his skills. This is the academy that is famed to produce the leading chefs of the culinary world. Once he goes to the academy, he is looked down upon by all, even the infamous god Tangarina Nikri. But all are shocked when Soma surprises her with a simple dish made of egg. Number 3. Chivalry of a Failed Knight. In a world filled with supernatural phenomenons, a few humans can harness the power of their souls to form powerful weapons. These individuals are known as blazers. They are the most critical asset of human society to fight off calamities. All these blazers are to be trained in the prestigious Hagun Academy. Once they graduate, they become the Mage Knights. One particular blazer, Iki Kurogane, is the sole F-rank blazer in the entire academy. He is a shame to the blazer community. But his life starts turning when he meets Stellar Vermilion, an A-rank blazer. It is not like he becomes one of the best blazers in an instant. But he trains and sharpens his skill, and manageability of his soul manipulation. Doing so, he not only beats an A-ranker, but sets on making a name for himself. A positive one nonetheless. Number 2. Wise Man's Grandchild. In the kingdom of Earl's Hide, Shin, an orphan, had an everyday and peaceful life in the forest. There he lived with his grandfather, Merlin, and trained in the mystic arts of magic, and also swordsmanship. But on his 15th birthday, he had to leave his grandfather, and join a school to get formally educated. His social awkwardness made him stand out alright, but the thing that made him well known was his skills. He was on par, if not better than his grandfather, in every aspect of magic. And to the people Earl's Hide, there was no greater magician than Merlin. The secret behind Shun's overpoweredness is not only his upbringing, but also the fact that he is actually a normal Japanese salaryman, who got iseki'd into this magical world. His imagination and ability to comprehend magic with modern knowledge make him an unbeatable magician. Number 1. Classroom of the Elite. Ever wondered what a class full of elites would be like? Well, Kodo Ukuse Senior High School is a utopia that is filled with such classes. Among all the elite classes, Class D is where the worst of the worst are dumped into. But there is a way to upgrade your status in the school, and it is to get better merit than the other classes. Now no one expects much from the D class, as they are the worst of the worst. That is until Kyotoka Ainekoji comes into the equation. He, at first glance, seems to be an unmotivated and harmless guy. But with his giga brain power and intricate planning, he wants to change the standing of his entire class. And this triggers a series of events that shows how overpowered the main character really is. Alright everyone, that is it from today's video on Top 10 Anime, where main character is an overpowered transfer student. If you think we've missed someone, or you have a different ranking in mind, don't forget to comment down below.